What's up, guys? Winner Kills, and welcome back to the Infernoid vs. Nekroz match with commentary. And here we are at Game 2. Now, if you haven't seen Game 1 already, go check it out. Link will be in the description. Don't want to miss out. You know, some great duels going on here. Some great YGO. So if you haven't seen Game 1 already, I recommend before you go any further, check out Game 1. Link will be in the description. So the Nekroz player will open up with a reinforcement of the army. Go ahead and grabbing any level 4 or lower warrior. You grab Klaus, then grabbing Kaleidoscope to what will be the standard Unicorn Kaleidoscope Herald play. Searching off Herald now for a Valkyrus. And I believe pitching another unknown card. I apologize if you cannot see the graveyard. The camera was at such an angle because it had to be plugged into the charger, so I had to, keep it closer to where the outlet was. So I was kind of forced to put it in this position. If it was not connected to the charger, it would have been a different view. But he's gonna open up the Preparation of Rites too, which is an amazing card to open, obviously. So the reasoning will come down. He'll call 4. I'll hit a 3 right off the bat. Milling a Lila, a Deviati, and another reasoning. So the reasonings this game have been not the best by any means. So I'll summon the Atandal and enter battle phase. Try to put some pressure on, but that pressure will be met with a Valk and quickly distinguished as I pass turn to him. Thinking of the right play to make. He's got to get over the Atandal, which means he's probably going to have to summon a Valk or most likely end up going for the Trish play. But if any of you saw my opening hand, you might have seen a Chaos Hunter in that hand. Now, if those of you don't know what Chaos Hunter does, basically when your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon that monster by discarding 1 card, and then your opponent cannot remove from play cards. So he browse for Trish. Trish's summon is met with the summon of Chaos Hunter. And under the condition of Chaos Hunter, your opponent cannot remove from play cards. Therefore, Trish is just a 2700 normal monster at this point. Not being able to get over the Atandal. And I believe he used Cycle for that. If I'm correct, he might have used Kaleidoscope. But he's going to grab Mirror, and this will be somewhat of a misplay, you'll see. Because he goes to activate it in an attempt to banish the Shurit from his grave to summon the Valkyrus, but he cannot because under the condition of Chaos Hunter, you cannot remove from play cards, therefore he cannot activate it. So battle phase will come quickly. He'll swing in for a total of 2100 damage over the Card Trooper and over the Chaos Hunter, giving me a free draw. I'll end up Raigeki-ing his board, swinging for 28, setting the Mind Crush, met with an MST. Not a whole lot I can do there, but the one time I side into traps, and I do see it, it gets MST, just my luck. But, anyways, he'll summon the Valk to get over the Atandal by 100 points. I'm going to be going in for another summon here. Top decking 1 extra Infernoid just so I could go in for the Anunku. So Anunku will hit the board, blowing up all the monsters except himself, and I'll swing in for 3k. Now, struggling for a right play. He's going to have to scramble, search some mirrors, banishing Mirror and Unicorn. I believe I am met with a forceful decision here. I got to think, because if I don't negate the Kaleidoscope, he's going to get a search off Herald, and he's going to have access to a rank 4 play, which could lead to a Castel, which could just shuffle my Anunku back into the deck, and I would have been better off negating the Kaleidoscope anyways. So he pitches that Unicorn for a Valk, and now he has a Senju on board. I could attack over it and allow him to search another mirror, which he desperately needs, or I could just, pop his back row and pass turn, with leaving him with something that he can't get over my little Petrulia with. He really wanted me to attack over it so he could get a search, but I opted not to, just so he would be in this position. Figure now, I'll just attack over for an extra 400 damage, putting him down to 18. One more direct swing with Petrulia and it'd be game over. During his standby phase, I end up attributing the Petrulia to activate its effect to banish a mirror out of his grave. I believe it was Kaleidoscope. I think I have a Chaos Hunter in my hand right now. It'd be really, really awesome if I had the setup for it, if I had another Infernoid in hand. But unfortunately, not yet. It'll come in handy later, as you'll see. So my graveyard, I believe I only got one Infernoid in it. He'll summon the Shuret and swing him for 300. Oh no, I had Deviati in my hand, but not able to summon it. Now I have the setup. I draw into the Chaos Hunter. Rather an amazing top deck at this point. Then he'll summon Thunder King. Very unexpectedly. I'll activate Reasoning. I think I get an actual decent Reasoning here, despite all the other ones. I think he calls for mill a couple breakthrough skills, mill a couple Infernoids, and then I'm gonna end up hitting a Raiden. Now that Thunder King is gonna pose a pretty big problem here, just because one, I can't breakthrough skill like I tried to, upon realizing that I cannot use its effect the turn it is sent to the graveyard like it just was. But he's basically gonna neg any summon that I get out, making me waste plenty of resources. Didn't want to banish from hand, so I can only banish from graves, so I can have access to that Chaos Hunter later on, so I can avoid the Trish. Like I said, avoiding the Trish is very important when playing against Nekroz with this deck, because you want to be the only one who banishes your stuff, obviously. So I'll summon the Etandal by banishing 2 Harmatics. He's opting now, if he wants to negate it, he's checking my grave, see how many other Infernoids I have, and he will anyways. Leaving my field empty once again, deciding whether or not to summon another Infernoid to beat over that little tiny Shuret he's got left on his field. I will, and I'll end up summoning the Etandal again, banishing his Sights, missing Petrulia, swinging, attempting to swing, and he'll just end up balking it once again. Exomirror, tripping out the Shuret from field, and I'll meet him with another Chaos Hunter. Again, under the condition of Chaos Hunter, Trish is useless. So he's just left now to attack over the Chaos Hunter for 200 points of damage, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And now realizing that the game is pretty much over because he cannot stop another attack, I swing over for 100 and then 28, putting him down to 0. And that'll be game. So Infernoids will take game 2, tying it up 1-1. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in game 3. Nekroz signing out.